Hey everybody, Amy Bowser, Tennant here, the genealogy reporter, and it is Family Story Friday. Today's story I've titled Harvey's Happenings. My great uncle Harvey, Harvey Walls, is my father's mother's brother. And he was a mischievous little guy, really enjoyed telling stories of his childhood. And we enjoyed hearing them. In fact, we got several of them on videotape. I have yet to upload those to Family Search, but I'm going to do that. FYI, FamilySearch.org offers a family tree where you can upload not only documents and pictures, but audio and video of your ancestors or even yourself for future generations. So, a little tidbit there. All right, Harvey's Happenings begins with the story of his grandma, Harriet Ritchie Walls. Now, Granny Walls here, she often enlisted the help of her grandchildren in her daily chores. And one day she was making apple butter, and Harvey and his cousin, who he never named, so we're just going to refer to him as cousin, were tasked at helping Granny with the fire, keeping it stoked, and also keeping her bamboo pipe filled with tobacco. So they're working, doing what they need to do to help Granny as she makes apple butter. Now, I like to imagine that the day was long, tedious. The kids got bored. I can't imagine that what they did would have happened at the beginning of the day, but I don't know. So Cousin and Harvey go into the house to fill Granny's pipe with tobacco, and they decide to go up to the attic. Why? I don't know. Little boys do funny things. So they go up to the attic and they find this powder horn, okay? And they decide they're going to put just a little bit of gunpowder in the bottom of Granny's pipe. And then they put tobacco over top. Now they take it out. Cousin hands the pipe to Granny, pulls out a stick from the fire to light it. Now you might have thought that it probably, went off right away, but it didn't. No. Granny got a few puffs in, apparently. And then, kaboom! The pipe goes off. Granny falls over. Heels in the air, dress over her head, the whole 9 yards. Cousin takes off for the woods and doesn't come back. And at this point, when Uncle Harvey tells the story, he's laughing hysterically at this point. And so I don't remember whether or not the cousin got punished or either one of them got punished, but I can't imagine they didn't. Oh, my goodness. So that's one of his fun stories. Now, the second story Uncle Harvey liked to tell was the one about himself and his stepbrother, Orville. They liked to trap furs. They trapped raccoon, rabbit, skunk, whatever, and they would sell the pelts for $3, $4, getting some extra money. So one day before school started, they decided to check their traps. And of course, they come across one and there's a bunch of rustling. Ooh, they've got something. And they reach in and pull it out. It's a skunk. Of course, they get sprayed. And Uncle Harvey says, there's only so much you can do about skunk spray, right? You go home, you clean up, change your clothes. That's about all you can do. So that's what they did. And then they headed off to school. Well, now, for some reason, Orville went on ahead. So he made it to the school before Harvey did. Teacher sends him packing. You're not coming in here. You're stink to high heaven. So he's on his way back when he runs into Harvey and he says, "Don't bother going, Harvey. Teacher's not going to let you stay. She says we stink." But I don't know why, but Uncle Harvey, apparently, maybe he loved school. I don't know. He decided he was going to go on ahead. He was going to try to go to school. So he went in, sat down, attended school the whole day. Teacher never said anything. Students never said anything. And he went to school with no problem. And he says he thinks what must have happened was that when Orville brought in the stink, it stayed. And that teacher must have assumed that the odorous scent that was permeating throughout the schoolroom was still from Orville, who had come in the morning. So she didn't even realize that Harvey, too, had been sprayed. Anyway, thanks for joining us today on Family Story Friday. If you have a story that you would like to share with me, I'd love to hear it. You can send it to me at the email below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as our podcast. I'm Amy Bowser-Tennant, the Genealogy Reporter. Join me next time for Family Story Friday. Bye-bye.